Well, in fact, Republic Media Network, Richa, has been at the forefront exposing the loopholes, the lapses in the Palghar investigation itself. Questions that have been raised over the last few weeks, relentless investigation that is being done. Tonight, what we are essentially doing is putting forth eyewitness accounts, because remember, these eyewitness accounts becomes extremely crucial for this entire investigation that is being carried out by the Palghar police. We are given to understand that over 100 arrests that have already been made. But today we are putting across three eyewitness accounts. Eyewitness accounts, they were essentially the first responders, and that's why they become even more crucial eyewitness accounts. We are going to play out the eyewitness accounts. Let me just try and introduce you to who these eyewitnesses are and why they become extremely important. Remember, they were the first people, in fact, guards of the forest department, where they were posted at the time when the vehicle carrying the priest actually reached that spot. So we're talking about two forest guards who had actually also informed the police, Casa police station, at that point in time when the mob had gathered around. We are talking about two eyewitness accounts who are going to become extremely crucial as far as this investigation is concerned.
Right. In fact, Shaman, also several angles coming in this case.
आम्ही वाचमनचं काम करतो, म्हणजे हे रोजंदारीवर.
काय झालं होतं त्या दिवशी?
त्या दिवशी 16 तारखेची गोष्ट, 9:30 वाजता गाडी आलेली.
सांगा ना काय झालं,
तर
पूर्ण घटना सांगा.
तर लोकांनी हाका पाडत अशी गाडी दादरानगर होलीकडे गेली, तेव्हाही लोकांनी हाक मारली ना. तिकडे येताही 15 मिनिटांनी गाडी आली, तिकून पण हाक मारत आले. नाक्यावर एकदाच भेगा झाले. भेगा झाल्यानंतर आम्हाला सांगितलं काय, गाडी अडवा, नाहीतर तुम्हाला आम्ही मारणार आहोत, तुम्हाला आम्ही हलाज नक्कीच करणार. तसे आम्ही घाबरलो. मग त्यांनी पण दोन्ही ते दांड्यावर हात टाकला, पण आम्ही पण. मग मी विचारला, ते गाडी थांबवली लांबच, आणि प्रकाशला सांगितलं मी, तू जा त्याला विचार. तर त्यांनी विचारलं, काय तुम्ही कुठले? तर त्यांनी मग त्याला सांगितलं असेल काय, आम्ही नाशिक त्र्यंबकलाहून आलो, तर आम्ही सेलवास वापीला जाणार आहोत. तिकडे काही त्यांना सोडला नाही. मग कांदवली बोरवलीला सांगितलं. नंतर लोकांनी मग हमला चालू केला. तर धक्काबुक्की करायला म्हणले, त्या गाडीवर पथरा मारायला म्हणले. तर मी सांगितलं प्रकाश जाण कदम दादाला फोन लाव, तुम्ही गाडी थांबवा, नाही तर तुम्हाला मी मारू,
दांडा पाडा.
तर मग गाडी तिथं थांबवली.
गाडी रुका इन्होंने.
तर एक जण तिथला होता, त्यांनी लगेच हवा काढली.
काय त्याचं काय बोल
राजेश,
काय बोलत होतं?
हवा काढली.
त्याचं नाव काय?
राजेश सोमा भावर.
कैसे पंक्चर किया? कसं पंक्चर केलं? जसं ते पिन का काय घुबसलं?
नाही, काडी घातली.
कि आप कहाँ से आ रहे हो? तो उन्होंने बताया रिटर्न में कि हम लोग त्र्यंबक शिर्डी से आ रहे हैं. त्र्यंबक शिर्डीवरून
आणि जाणार होते कुठे असं, तर सांगतो सेलवास वापीला. सेलवास वापी.
Well, in fact, a loose translation, viewers, as far as this eyewitness account is concerned. He happens to be one of the guards, watchmen of the forest department, who was posted at that checkpoint where the vehicle had first stopped. So what really happened? This is what the eyewitness account has to state, that as soon as they were stopped at Silvassa checkpoint, they were essentially returning to Kandivali. That's where they had basically started, and they were on the way to Surat. But at Silvassa checkpoint, they were stopped because at that point in time, they did not have the requisite, forms at that point in time, and that's the reason why they had to return. We are given to understand that the moment they reach this particular village in Palghar, and that too near this forest guard at that checkpoint, there was a vigilante group that was already standing, and the forest guards, they were basically being intimidated, they were basically being threatened, and they were being told that you need to take out all the passengers from inside this particular vehicle. They also did actually ask them where they were traveling to. The priests and the others who were present in that vehicle, they did actually say that they were stopped at the Silvassa checkpoint, and that's the reason why they wanted to return to Kandivali. So they were not going to Surat to begin with. Secondly, there were already men who were carrying sticks, they were carrying torches, and they were standing near that forest guard, and they were calling for more people to join. The mob was calling other people to join, and that's when the guards actually got a little worried. That's the time when they made the call to the nearest police station. That's the Casa police station, which is roughly about 35 kilometers from where this incident actually took place. We have another eyewitness account. Take a look at this eyewitness account, and then we'll put together what does this essentially mean.
मी साहेब आहे म्हणून.
मग काय झालं? पोलीस कधी आली आणि काय झालं?
पोलीस आले 2 तासांनी पोलीस आले.
काय एवढा लेट लागला पोलिसांना?
रस्त्यात काहीतरी म्हणजे लॉकडाऊन केलं होतं, त्याच्यामुळे काहीतरी थोडाफार प्रॉब्लेम झाला त्याने. हा ब्लॉक केला होता.
साधारण किती लोक होते त्या दिवशी रात्री?
त्या दिवशी रात्री 2000 ते 3000 लोक होते.
आणि किती पोलीस होते?
पोलीस कर्मचारी 13-14 होते.
सरपंचनी सांगितलं की मी 3 तास त्यांना थांबवलं, हे खरं आहे का काय?
सर त्यावेळेला आम्ही तिघही मदतनीस होतो. आम्ही थांबवायला म्हणजे
सरपंच सांगत होती की 3 तास मी लोकांना समजवला.
3 तास तर समजवलंच, पण आम्ही पण सहकार्य त्यांना केलं. असं ते एकट्याच नव्हते, ते तर मागून आलेले.
ती पहिला नव्हती ना, नंतर आली.
हां नंतर आले, पण आम्ही सोबतच होतो.
पोलिसाबरोबर आली ना ती?
हां.
ओके.
In fact, we are also joined by my colleague Alisha also on this entire matter. So as Alisha Shravan was stating, there are several eyewitness accounts that we have access to here in Republic.
Sarpanch of that area had to actually maintain the situation, or who they claim maintained the situation for a few hours, and the police only arrived after 2 hours of when the incident was reported. Take us to the details and the sequence of the events that we have witnessed so far.
देखिए, इस पूरे मामले में देखा जाए तो पालघर में जहां पर ये इंसिडेंट हुआ था, वहीं पर सरपंच, जो कि बीजेपी की सरपंच कहा जा रही है, चित्रा चौधरी, जो कि वहां पर पहुंची थी, एक उनमें से एक वो खुद आई विटनेस है, जिसको देखते हुए अभी फ़िलहाल पुलिस ने जो सिक्योरिटी तो दी है, पर उनको भी अब जिन लोगों को इस पूरे मामले में अरेस्ट किया है, करीबन 101 लोग हैं जिनको अरेस्ट किया गया। अब उन्हीं के फैमिली मेम्बर्स की ओर से, फिर चाहे वो बीजेपी के सरपंच हो या दूसरे जितने भी आई विटनेसेस हैं, अब ये फैमिली मेम्बर्स उनको ही जो है धमकाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। चित्रा चौधरी से जब हमने खुद बात की थी, तो उन्होंने ये जानकारी दी है कि अब न कि सिर्फ उनको, पर उनके बेटों को भी जानलेवा जो है उनकी जान की धमकी दी है। ये कहा है कि अगर किसी भी अक्यूज को अगर वो पहचान करती है तो उनकी जान को खतरा है। इस तरीके की धमकी उनके और उनके बेटे के जान को खतरा, इस तरीके की धमकी जो है अब खुद अक्यूज के फैमिली मेम्बर्स कर रहे हैं। जाहिर सी बात, इस पूरे मामले में फिलहाल स्टेट CID जो है वो पूरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रही है, पर हम देख रहे हैं कि बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट के ओर से भी एक एडवोकेट है जिन्होंने खुद एक पिटीशन फाइल की, जिसमें कहा है कि कई ऐसे लूप होल्स है इस केस को लेकर जिसमें महाराष्ट्र सरकार छुपाते हुए नजर आ रही है, और ये जो पूरा केस है वो नेशनल इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसी को देना चाहिए। पर हम देख रहे हैं कि अभी जबकि केसेस में अरेस्ट तो कर चुके हैं, पर उसके बाद भी जो है धमकी।
Alisha, I'm just going to hold you for a brief minute here. I think the most important thing that is coming to light from the eyewitness accounts is the fact that the situation was under control for many hours till the police arrived on the spot. In fact, the visuals also go on to show that regardless of whatever was the chaos that was caused, for whatever reasons, the saints, the Hindu saints and the drivers, they were inside a building with home guards and police on the spot. And it actually became dangerous for them when they came out, escorted by the police. Let me also go across to my colleague Shravan with the same. Shravan, I think what the eyewitnesses' accounts are really nailing is the fact that the situation was not out of hand, or at least not fatally dangerous for these three people who were eventually lynched to death. In fact, the lynching took place and the murders took place in full view of the police there, and after a Zilla Parishad head had actually made it to the spot.
Well, Shivani, there are two very important points, and before I directly answer your question, I would just like to highlight those because it's essential that we put this out right now. The two witnesses that we are talking about, one of the witnesses already received threats, that too from the family of the accused. Now, important to point out which accused we are talking about. We are talking about this accused whose name is Rajesh, because he was the first person who had punctured the tire of the priest, the vehicle in which the priest was actually, they were basically, the sadhus, they were basically traveling. Their tire was actually punctured by this man called Rajesh. Now, Rajesh's family member, we're given to understand, has now started threatening the eyewitnesses. The eyewitnesses whose account we have just played it out. In fact, he's also written to the Maharashtra police seeking for some sort of an assistance and security to be provided to him, because he happens to be one of the crucial eyewitnesses as far as this case is concerned. The first responders, they were the first people who had made that call to Kasa police station saying that they need to immediately come and take control of the situation. It was only much later that the assistant sub-inspector of Kasa police station along with his PSI, they all basically came in. That was much later. They had also got delayed because what they've basically been talking about is that there was some sort of a road blockade. But having said that, coming to answering your question with regards to what really went wrong on the ground, and I can tell you, I've been able to piece together by speaking to multiple officers in Maharashtra, and this is what we are picking up, the loopholes as far as the police is concerned, and how did it actually go wrong. Important to point out here is that before this incident actually took place on 16th of April, there were similar incidents that actually took place, 2 to 3 such incidents that actually took place in nearby villages, because at that point in time there were some rumors that were doing the round with regards to organ harvesting as well as child lifters. Keeping that in mind, what really happened was that you had these vigilante group, men from those villages who were basically equipping themselves with sticks, with torches, and they started patrolling that entire area. So it was known to the police that such incidents were actually taking place. Keeping in mind that this could have actually gone out of control, perhaps police could have increased their deployment. Secondly, the route that is basically we are talking about, that route is essentially taken to avoid the checkpost. Why is it that there was no deployment that was made by Maharashtra police itself?
Is on camera to say very clearly that they did not allow the violence to take place for at least 3 hours. In other words, whatever the situation, it was kept in control at least to save lives. Then what happened? How did the situation degrade so badly that the 3 individuals were lynched to death, and that too in presence of police? That's the most important and the basic question that the police and also the Maharashtra government should answer. There's also the conspicuous presence of a Zilla Parishad head who came on the spot, and after which some eyewitnesses are claiming the situation became worse. Let's also listen into the third eyewitness account we have, Shravan, and then we come back across to you for more.
चित्रा शिवक चौधरी माझे नाव आहे. सरपंच आहे दिवशी आणि गडचिंचले ग्रामपंचायत साहेब, ती गाडी आलेली तेव्हा मी घरी होती. तिथे पब्लिक गोळा झालेली होती, पूर्ण पब्लिक 500 ते 600 एवढी पब्लिक जमा झालेले. मला घरी बोलवायला आले आणि सांगितलं सरपंच बाई चला, असं तिथे गाडी अडवलेली. तेव्हा मी तिथे गेले, तोपर्यंत त्यांना मी सांगितलं काही गाडी कुठून आहे, पण ते पण साधू होते काय कोण होते ते मला पण माहिती नाही साहेब. त्यांना मी विचारलं, इशाराच केला काय तुम्ही कुठले, असं कुठून आले, ते काहीच बोलले नाही. त्याने दरवाजे लॉक केलेले होते, तोपर्यंत काहीच मी त्यांना मारामारी करू दिले नाही पब्लिकला. एवढे साहेब 3 तास मी कंट्रोल केला. एवढी पब्लिक होती, 500-600, कोणी हत्यार घेऊन होते, कोणी लाकडी घेऊन होते, तरी मी कोणालाच मारामारी करू दिली नाही. ते साधूला मी एवढं बचावलं, मारामारी करू नका, ते पब्लिकला साईडला हो, बाजूला हो, इथे चेक नका आहे, कॅमेरा आहेत, फोकसमध्ये याल. तरी पण ती पब्लिक पण मानायला तयारच नव्हती माझी, कोणीच नाही मला ऐकलं असं माझ्या. नंतर ते बोलले काय, सरपंच बाई तुझ्या पोराला पाठव ना, सांग विकू दे, सांग त्याची किडनी काढून, असे ते बोलले जे पब्लिक होते ते. मी बोलली साहेब तसं नसेल, असं चोर आहेत काय कोण आहेत मला पण नाही माहिती. आणि ते लोकांची अफवा होती का चोर येतात. पोलीसवाल्यांना तिकडनं फोन आला, ते विचारले काय कोण कोण इथं आहे तसं, तर ते वॉचमॅन बोलले काय सरपंच मॅडम आहे तसं, तर तिच्याकडे फोन द्या. नंतर मी बोलले साहेब म्हटलं लवकर इथं पोहोचा, असं गडचिंचलेला दंगल झाली, कमी जास्ती जर झाला तर आमची जिम्मेदारी कोण घेईल असं मी सांगितलं. आणि पोलीसवाले जर अर्धा तास लेट झाले असते, आले नसते तर आम्हाला पण तिथं जागेवर मारलं असतं. माझी पण 2 पोरं आहेत, जिम्मेदारी कोणी घेतली असती मला जर मारलं असतं तर. आणि परत धमकी दिली. तेव्हा ते आम्ही 3 तास कंट्रोल केलं त्या साधूंना. ती गाडी तोडफोड केलेली तेवढेच. त्यांना तिघे पण ते जिवंत होते, ड्रायव्हर आणि 2 साधी होते ते पण जिवंत होते, त्याला आम्ही काहीच होऊ दिलं नाही. नंतर पोलीसवाले आले आणि पंचायत समिती जिल्हा परिषद सदस्य काशीनाथ चौधरी आलेला त्यांनी पण नाही साहेब आवाज उचलला, काय सरपंच बाईचं मानायला तयार नाही तर माझी तरी ऐका असं. त्यांनी पण काहीच आवाज उचलला नाही आणि पोलिसांनी पण काहीच आवाज उचलला नाही. नंतर ते पोलीसवाले आले आणि व्हिडिओ खेचत होते, ते गाडीची तोडफोड झालेली, ते तिघे पण गाडीतच होते. पोलीसवाले आले आणि ते बोलले काय उठा, असं ते साधू महाराजांना सांगत होते काय उठा, आम्ही आले तोपर्यंत आता काही घाबरू नका. ते उठले आणि ते दोघे ड्रायव्हर आणि तो दुसरा साधू होता, तो डायरेक्ट इथं त्यांची गाडी आणि पोलीसवाल्यांची तिकडनं गाडी होती, दांड्याची तिकडनं होती आणि ही इकडनं गाडी होती. तोपर्यंत ते आले आणि ते साधू महाराज, ते ड्रायव्हर साधू महाराज दुसरा होता, तो डायरेक्ट पोलीसवाल्या गाडीत जाऊन बसले. ते दोघे जाऊन बसले आणि एक मतारासारखा होता, तो मतारा मागून उठला आणि गाडीतून असा निघाला चेकनाकेजवळ. तेव्हा ते पोलीसवाला मेजर कोण साळके म्हणून त्यांनी हाताला पकडले आणि त्यांना असं त्यांच्या गाडीत प्रयत्न केला न्यायचा. ते दोघे जाऊन बसले आणि हा मतारासारखा होता.
All right, so you've heard the Sarpanch's account as well, and I think the most important aspect is that the violence or any intent of the irate mob was controlled for nearly 3 hours. Now, in many cases, what comes to light is that there is no police or law enforcing agencies on the spot. In this case, there were village heads and also home guards who were on the spot and they had controlled the situation. Then why is it that after the arrival of the police, actually, these 3 individuals are lynched? And that's the most important question, Shavan.
Well, this entire lynching actually happened under the nose of the police, and that's something that the Maharashtra police will have to answer over a period of time, even though inquiry is underway. 2 officers have already been suspended. Having said that, were they not prepared? The fact that it is not that they were taken by surprise, because this has happened over the last few days, and despite that, not adequate precautions that were taken. In fact, on the very day when this incident actually took place, I'm given to understand that there was a community program that was supposed to be done by the Maharashtra police, where in local language, Shivari, they call it police patils. These police patils were supposed to be coordinating with the police and trying to dispel all the rumors that were basically taking place in the area. But not enough efforts that were basically made, and that is something that has been reflected in the report that has been prepared. Apart from that, what you're essentially asking, Shivari, is that what really happened? Because when the police actually reached there, and when the sadhus were basically trying to step out of the car, because along with the sadhu there were 2 other people who managed to escape from that vehicle all the way to the police post. But as soon as the sadhus stepped out of the vehicle, that's when the irate mob went on pelting stones. We are given to understand they started wielding those lathis, and somewhere down the line the police could not control. At that point in time, the argument that was essentially put forth that there were only 4 policemen that were there at that point in time, but that's not true. What really happened was that there was additional reinforcement that was basically called in by the police. In fact, ASI, what we are given to understand is the assistant sub-inspector had called in for more reinforcement because he realized that this situation was going out of control. So even after the more policemen came in fact, there was a video that has been accessed by Republic TV where you can see how despite the presence of almost a dozen policemen, you had the sadhus, they were being lynched at that point in time. So did the police fail in controlling the situation? Were the standard operating procedures not really followed? That's a big question that we are asking at this point in time. Perhaps Maharashtra police is in a better position to answer. But having said that, prima facie, it does appear, yes, Shivari, that this entire lynching has actually taken place under the nose of Maharashtra police, and they need to be accountable, they need to be answerable for it.
Absolutely, Shravan. Thank you so much, Shravan, as well as Alicia, for getting us that entire perspective in this investigation that we have accessed here on Republic TV.